Welcome, everyone. My name is Annalisa Conde, and I'm the coordinator for the Student Success Center on the Uvalde campus. So today's seminar is Student Resources for Thriving in a Remote Environment. We are going to be sharing some information on different departments and all the wonderful services that they have to offer. So we'll get started with our Student Success Center and our Writing Center. We do have centers out in, like I said, Uvalde, our main campus. We have Laura Gloria out in Del Rio, and Claudia Valdez in Eagle Pass, and we have Lali de la Cruz in Crystal City. For our Writing Center, we do have Teresa Crow, and for Uvalde, we do have Diana Rodriguez in Eagle Pass and Laura Gloria in Del Rio. So some of the services that we do provide, one of them being is academic advising. So if you're a student who is needing assistance with course planning, maybe just course registration using student planning, we are here to help you with that. If you're having trouble understanding your degree plan, are you on the right track? We're here to guide you through that. Also calculating your GPA. That's also important, whether to know, your differences in good standing and what is not good standing in your GPA. Going into transfer assistance, if you're wanting to go into a particular university, we can help you decide, what courses you can take here that will transfer out over there. Also with the admission process, we can help you with that, meeting those deadlines. And we'll go on to Success Center virtual tutoring.
Hi, my name is Teresa Crow. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Student Success Center virtual tutoring. It's a very great resource that students can use. We have put a lot of work into it so that students can continue using tutoring while we're in this new virtual setting. So the Student Success Center virtual tutoring is where students can meet face-to-face with the tutor, kind of face-to-face over a computer. So what you would do is you can go to, when you go to our main website to SWTJC.edu, you can log into, or go on the top, there's a blue ribbon, and you can click Campus Live, and then hover down to Student Services and click on that. Whenever you click on Student Services, you can go down to Student Success Center Virtual Tutoring. So on that page, you can scroll through our tutors and see the different subjects that they tutor in and choose the tutor of your choice, or the tutor that best fits what you need tutoring in. And you can click on one of those and schedule an appointment with them. Once you have scheduled the appointment with them, the tutor will then schedule a Teams appointment with you. So you do need Microsoft Teams for this, and it'll give you all the directions on that page as well. Once you schedule your appointment with the tutor will then in return schedule an appointment with you through Microsoft Teams, and y'all will meet that way in a virtual setting. We'll see a video on that one a little later, so that'll explain it better for you. For the Writing Center virtual tutoring, you get there the same way. You go to Campus Live, Student Services, and then down to Writing Center virtual tutoring. So when you get to that point, you simply scroll down and you complete the form. There's a form that's embedded into that page already. So you complete the form with your basic information, your name, your instructor. It'll ask you basic questions. Most important part on there is to make sure that you use your SWTJC email and to make sure that you submit a Microsoft Word document. There will be a place there for you to attach a document. Please be sure that it is Microsoft Word, not a PDF document. If you use a PDF document, it could prevent our tutors from being able to review your paper. It doesn't go through on our end for some reason. Same thing with the SWTJC email. If you use your personal email, a lot of times it won't come through to our email, to our Writing Center email. So it's very important to use your SWTJC email, please.
Okay, so in addition to our virtual tutoring services, we do also have TutorMe available to all of our students who are currently enrolled at SWTJC. You can access this through Canvas. Once you log into Canvas, it should be located on the left side of your screen on the little toolbar. You'll click on the icon and you can immediately search for your class. So once you search for your class, you'll also have two options. You can actually start a tutor session right then if there is a tutor available, or you can book one for a tutor later that evening, let's say. So This is also something to look at. It is a 24/7 online tutoring platform. So if our tutors may not have anything available on their schedule, at the time that fits yours, you can also always turn to TutorMe. Also, one other thing is our success centers do loan out calculators, graphing calculators to students. So if you're enrolled in a math class or a chemistry class, and you're in need of a TI-A3 graphing calculator, contact your Student Success Center coordinator at your respective campus. If we have them available, we do loan those out to you. Go ahead and move on. We're going to share with you a video on how to access virtual tutoring. We have Trio up next.
Hey guys, it's Air Franco here with Student Engagement and Success and Student Support Services. We just wanted to talk to you guys of what Trio represents to not just us, but for you guys. Something about Trio is that you guys, to get admitted into the Trio program, you have to be a first generation student. This means that if your parents or whoever is your guardian has not received a bachelor's degree, then you are in that automatic section that gets approved to be a TRIO student. And then the other way that you can also enter students is based on your financial aid. So we do look into that, and you can request a meeting with our coordinator, who is Ms. Faith Ibarra, or any of the advisors to find more information about this. Some of the services that TRIO does provide, guys, is going to be academic and advising, tutoring and mentoring, money management, and help with FAFSA, along with more fun things like culture events and university tours. So this is our staff. Like I was saying, our project director is Ms. Faith Ibarra. Project specialist is Ryan Aldred. We have two advisors who are Marissa Martinez and Ms. Tina Taylor. And then our new administrative assistant is Michelle Vera. Now, we do have a mentor and we do have some of our tutors. They're great guys. And all you have to do, guys, is go to our TRIO Student Support Services webpage and you can request a tutor or a mentor. We do have Sharif as our mentor, and then our tutors are going to be Katrina, Lisette, and Anthony. So some of the things that we do have for you guys is you can follow us in our web page and our Facebook page or our Instagram page. And some of the cool things that we do have on Canvas is our virtual tutoring and our financial literacy plus success skills in college and beyond, and peer-to-peer interaction, meaning we do have a lot of things for you guys to kind of communicate with other students and kind of go on beyond that.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about disability support services. I am the Disability Support Services Coordinator here in Uvalde, and then we have Sonia Alvarez and Karina Jimenez out of Eagle Pass, and then Eva de Anda is the coordinator for Del Rio. So we have one of each of us on each of our main campuses. I do not just see Uvalde students, I see any of the other surrounding students. So if you're a dual credit student or a early college high school student of any of the colleges around us, if you go to Crystal City, Pearsall, Hondo, any of those schools, I would be more than happy to help you. So the most important process to getting your DSS application in, or to getting your DSS services, right, your disability services, is to apply. So the biggest thing about post-secondary school and your disability services is that you have to self-identify. Students are required to self-identify at the post-secondary level. We are not allowed to take information from your parents or from your instructors. It has to come directly from the student. So if you would like services, the best way to self-identify is to complete our Disability Support Services application. This can be found online by these steps. We can go to the, you can go to academics all the way down and hover down to Disability Support Services. And then you can scroll down that page until you see this little part with the yellow arrow that says the DSS application and forms, and click on the online application. Another thing that I found out is that students are very fond of using the QR code. So we actually added a QR code so that you can just simply scan the QR code and apply for services directly through that. That will take you directly to that link, and you can apply, fill out the application, and your DSS advisor will reach out to you and ask you to complete the rest of the process. We'll walk you through the rest of the process regardless. As long as we get that application in, that's our first step, and that's our first step at getting you the accommodations that you need. We do have some very helpful resources. The library does save a couple of Chromebooks for our DSS students. There's a direct link to the DSS webpage that should be added to your Canvas. Hopefully it is. And then just remember to communicate with your instructors, communicate with us, let us help you, okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about that.
Hey guys, it's me again. I just wanted to talk to you guys about our online events and how we're transitioning into all of that. Last semester, or after March last year, we decided to start promoting our events in a new virtual way. We started making videos for you guys. We started kind of collaborating with not just students, but also with different faculty and staff to make videos really cool for you guys. We know that you guys went from transitioning into face-to-face, interacting with us, being able to build a relation because we saw each other face-to-face, to not so really because of COVID-19. Now, we do find this and we do get you guys because whatever you guys went through, we went through as well. So what we wanted to do is create a new way and a fun way to kind of not just outreach to you guys, but actually let you guys know that we're here for you. So we decided to start making videos. We go all the way from making grilled cheese to teaching you guys how to make breakfast in a cup, all the way into showing you guys how to tie a tie or fixing your car with fluids and everything. So it's a really variety of videos that we have there for you guys. So if you guys are ever interested, we do have some cool videos coming up this March. We do have some new Eatly kind of virtual gaming kind of systems going on for you guys. and just a lot of cool stuff for you guys that is coming your way pretty soon. So if you want to get involved, just go ahead and follow our YouTube page or our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is SWTJC Student Life-Uvalde, and you can find everything there. All the videos are posted either Mondays or Fridays, and that's our schedule, so you guys get 2 videos per week. Other than that, guys, just want to say thank you for supporting our videos. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or even a video suggestion, just make sure to put it in the comment section. And remember, just keep your comments classy, and thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Canvas to you. I'm not as familiar with this, but I'm going to go down the best route I can. Miss Alyssa did a really great job at putting this together for us. So you are all familiar with Canvas. You have it. You attend your classes through it a lot of times, and you probably view it daily to make sure that you have all your stuff taken care of in Canvas. There is, I guess she did add a link here, but I think it's here in the page as well, where you can go in and look at that video that might be helpful for you as well. The most important part of Canvas, or what I wanted to talk to you about Canvas, was another resource that I think could be helpful to students. I think we can go down to the next tab. So Canvas Guide for Students offers step-by-step instructions, including screenshots to access the guide to the following. So you can follow this process. You go to swtjc.edu, press the login tab, select Canvas, scroll down until you see Canvas Guide for Students, and then select the guide button. The guide will appear with a table of contents for your selection. So you can choose several options on there if you need help with something in Canvas. All of that is available to you right there. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even know about that. One of the things that I thought was really cool, and that I hear students who are not used to being online in this new online world that we've taken on. A lot of students forget that they had assignments due, or maybe that they had an exam coming up and they missed an exam. You know, it's just harder when you're not in person, right? And sometimes, like right now, we don't have a choice. We have to be online some way or another. So it makes it difficult for us. But one of the things that I thought was really handy is Miss Alyssa showed me that we can link our Canvas calendars into our Outlook calendar. Your Outlook calendar is available to you through your Microsoft 365 app. We all have access to it with our student emails and your student password. So definitely try linking those together. She's going to give us steps here. So on your dashboard, select Calendar on your Canvas dashboard. And then once you open up your calendar on your right-hand side of the screen, select Calendar Feed. And then you'll copy the URL that's on your screen. And then in Outlook, you'll open up your calendar and select Add Calendar. Once the window opens, select Subscribe from Web. And then paste the URL copied from Canvas. Name the calendar, select a color and icon, and then select Import. So I think that that's a really great way for you to kind of a great way to help you stay on track, right? A great way to help us not miss our exams or not miss our assignments that are due. It's just a great reminder. I know without my Outlook calendar and all my reminders, I would be a mess. I need something to remind me about all the things that I need to do throughout the day, right? And I'm sure that you are all the same. So definitely use this resource and try to kind of put it into your Outlook calendar to help you stay more organized and more on top of your classes and whatnot. These are some important Canvas numbers, or technical numbers, I guess, technical information. So our help desk is 591-7323. They are very helpful, very awesome. Our IT they go above and beyond for students, and for us too. We need them just as bad as y'all do. Our Canvas administrator is Miss Alyssa Gonzalez, and that's the one that put this together. She's very helpful. Definitely give her a call. She's never turned me away, and she's helped me through a lot of the issues that I've had, so I know that she would be help to y'all as well. And then the number there is for Canvas help, so 877-404-2296.
Okay, now I'm going to speak on behalf of the library. We're going to go ahead and introduce Uvalde staff, Marcelino Alderete, Rebecca Ann Garza, and we have Brenda Cantu, our Director of Libraries. For Del Rio, we have Willie Broadways, our librarian, Dora Padilla is the librarian resource tech, and then Jesus Castorena, library resource tech. Eagle Pass, we have Miss Julie, the librarian, Melissa Esquivel, our library resource tech, and Carmen Ramos, library resource tech. Over in Crystal City, we have our librarian, Melissa Alvarado, and Christina Jasso. So our library hours for the spring 2021 semester is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. So due to COVID, they are currently seeing students by appointment only. To set up an appointment, you would call your local SWTJC library. Here listed is the Uvalde, Del Rio, Eagle Pass, and Crystal City numbers. Also, you may email the library at swtjc.edu. So the library offers curbside service. If you need library materials, you would have to call your local library to schedule an appointment. So they do run printouts. You would have to email documents to the library as an attachment. You would also need to include your first and last name and a phone number. So the breakdown of costs would be 10 cents for black and white text or 30 for color per side. If you don't want the document front and back, you need to indicate so. And they only accept exact change only. Please note it may not always be the same service, the same day. So ID Smart Card. IDs are currently being made for students in technical programs only. Our library do offer Chromebooks, so each library is equipped with a set of Chromebooks for students to check out. They normally take or have a 2-week checkout time, so it's $15 fine for every day it's late, or a $300 fee if it's lost, stolen, or damaged. So in order to check out a Chromebook, you would need to complete a short quiz, and an agreement must be filled out and signed. Books, checked out for a period of 3 weeks, total of 6 items per person. All renewals can be made if item is not on hold, and fines for books is 25 cents per day per book. A max fine will cost you $10 per book. So the types of books our library has is juvenile, fiction, Texana, graphic novels, nonfiction, and biographies. Other services our library does provide is chat. You can chat with the librarian during library hours. Offline message after hours will be responded to the following morning. They do have databases over 91 plus, subject program guides, core and technical programs, and how-to videos. They also have Flipster, which are digital magazines accessed from home. The app also available for phones. Interlibrary loans, research guides and videos, and instruction on Zoom classes and one-on-one teams. You can also check the library website for some of their upcoming events, so workshops and events. I'm looking at like weekly. So they do have practicing paraphrasing, choosing the best resources, and also citations. So those are good little workshops for you students to attend at the library. And then we'll move on to Office 365 tools for students.
Any computer, wherever you're at. So if you happen to go to grandpa's or grandma's or tia's or whatever you're at and they don't have it installed and you need to do your homework, you can actually use the online app version of it. But if you actually have your own personal computer, you can actually download it specifically to your computer and it's going to be there for you to use, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now just so I can walk you through that. So to access it, of course, it's on our homepage here on the Southwest Texas Engineering College homepage. We go to login and then Office 365. Your login information is going to be the same login information you use for your web advisor, for your Canvas, for your web advisor, things of that sort. It's going to be the same thing. And this is your actually Office 365. If you notice down over here, this is where I have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive is one thing that I definitely recommend you to use. I'm going to say back in the day because it seems like it was so long ago, right? But everybody used to use USB drives to save their files. But of course, in this new virtual world, I mean, if you save it on a USB drive, you can't share that with your teacher or share it with your partners if you're doing a group project. I mean, it's you'd have to basically mail that USB to them, or you're going to have to email the document as an attachment. But you can actually save it to OneDrive, and you can actually have it saved there. So it saves it on the cloud. So anywhere you go, if you happen to be working it on, let's say, for example, on your laptop, and then you want to switch over to your computer, as long as it's saved to OneDrive and you have internet access, you're going to be able to go access your OneDrive. Even on your cell phone, you can download the OneDrive app on your cell phone. And then on your cell phone, you can actually have the OneDrive and actually look up your documents there as well. So if you're on your cell phone, you happen to be out of town or something, and an instructor needs you need something, said something to an instructor, just log into your OneDrive and then email it straight from your phone. Okay, so use that. If you notice up here on the right-hand side, there's also, it says Install Office. That is where you actually would install your Office 365, okay? That's where you can install it, like I said, to your iPad, to your cell phone. You can install it to your PC. You can install it to your laptop. And, like I said, you have 5 things that you can install it on. So take advantage of that benefit. If you notice here, it says Office 365 apps, includes Outlook, OneDrive for Business, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. And then here's the other install options. This is more if you just want to install certain features. You know what? I just want to install Word. I don't want to install the whole suite. But if I were you, I would install the whole thing because you never know when you're going to need something, right? So you can install it. And then you also have OneNote. If you're doing any research papers, any of your English classes that you may be having, OneNote is a good thing to use to store all your citations and documents. It's pretty cool to be able to pull up references that you have in there. You also have SharePoint. SharePoint's another cool app that you can use. On SharePoint is basically like an internet. So if you're working on like group projects, you can create like an internal network of friends or people together that are in there. And so it keeps everything tied into one thing. And so the cool thing about it is you can make it a private group. So that way only you and the people that you invite to that group can actually see the document, see what's going on in that world. But if they don't have access to it, nobody going to see it, only those that are private. Now, if you make it public, just be careful with that. If you do make it public, that means anybody that has access to our Office 365 can actually go see your SharePoint site and see what's going on. So be careful with that if you're going to use it. You have Microsoft Teams. I don't know if some of y'all students that are out there are familiar with Microsoft Teams. Maybe you are, because maybe some of your instructors are using it as a tool to communicate with you to conduct their classes. So if they are, you're pretty familiar with Teams. But Teams also is on there. It's basically just another version of Zoom. It just depends your preferences, what you want to use. So if you want to have like a meeting with a group, maybe you have a group assignment on one of your classes and you need to meet as a group. And of course, with COVID and everything, the social distancing, maybe you're in different cities, because our classes this semester, there's people mixed in, there's classes from students from Eagle Pass, Del Rio, Crystal City, all in one class. So if you get assigned a group, it's like, well, I don't want to, where do we meet? You can always go into, and you don't have Zoom because, you do have to pay for Zoom as well to use Zoom. Zoom gives you 40 minutes for free, but then after that, your meeting gets cut off. So if you need more time, Microsoft Teams, it's free. It's yours. Like I said, it's part of your student account. So you can go log into Teams, create your group, and have a online meeting, with a virtual meeting with your rest of your partners, or even with your instructor. Hey, go look for your instructor and use it there. And then there's forms. If you want to use a form, if you need to create a form for like a survey or something that you're doing for class, there's also the Microsoft Forms in here as well. And so I'm going to click them. So here's just some ones that I played with. And so you can share it to your group. I'm going to show you the Teams. Microsoft Teams, you have 2 versions as well. You have, for all of these apps, you have both online versions of it and you have the actual desktop versions of it. So here's where you can conduct a quick meeting. You can, who's required to attend. And the cool thing is you just type in their name. So like if I was looking up for, have a meeting with Ms. Gonzalez, with Alyssa, I can just look her up here. And she's going to pop up here, and there she is. And I can just click it, and it automatically send her an invite to a meeting that I want to have with her. So, so if you have a student, you can go in there. And of course, It actually tells you if they keep up with their calendar, their actual Microsoft calendar, because there's actually a calendar in your Outlook app. It'll actually show, if you know, it shows that it's busy, because right now she's in a meeting, so it's busy. So if you see they're busy, well, then you know they're probably not going to be able to join your meeting. So, and now it shows available. But the key thing is make sure that people that you're working with are keeping up with their calendar, because if their calendar is not up to date, well, it's kind of pointless, right? So that's that. And then here's your OneDrive. I use OneDrive for pretty much everything. It's my lifesaver. Although it's good and bad, because then my boss knows I have access to all my stuff. So even when I'm on my days off, he knows that I can just get on my phone and go send him a file. So there's the goods and bad to it, but here's folders that I've created. So like I said, you can store here, store into the cloud. You have a lot of room. I've had people ask me, well, how much can I save on there? Well, it's about 1 terabyte, which is a huge amount of files. I mean, if you need to save a video, this is where I would save it. It's going to take it and save it perfectly fine. And then, of course, like, you know, here's your Outlook. And like I said, Outlook, this is their email. So you can actually check your email through here. So this is probably something you've been using quite often, because most of your instructors are emailing you. So it's here. And then, of course, you have your calendar that comes with it. So you have the calendar feature. You can use this feature. I would use it just to kind of keep yourself, if you don't have a planner. If you need some time management skills or something like that, use the free calendar that's there, okay? So these are a lot of the tools that are at your disposal. Like I said, they are free. Don't forget, like I said, that you do have 5 free installations, so please use them. I mean, don't go to Walmart, don't go to Microsoft and then go buy a subscription, because like I said, you're basically using money that you don't need to at this moment. Now, once you're not a student and you leave us, well, then at that point, yes, you're gonna have to buy your own. But while you're one of our students, this is one of your added benefits to being one of our students. So please take advantage of that. I am gonna share with you, and I'll put it in the chat for you. I did find this link that I kind of use every now and then. It's from College to the Mainland. They've done a really good job of putting actual training resources. So they have many videos for different, how to use your email, Outlook and how to set up different things. So even for Mac PCs, because some people have Apple products. So it's really neat, and it has some quick entries. So I'm going to put that in on the chat box area, so that way any of you students that want to use it, or maybe some of our faculty and staff that are online that may want to go on there and use it, you can go ahead and use those tools. Okay, so thank you so much for being part of the presentation today, and I hope this helps you navigate our campus and your classes a whole lot easier. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, everyone. I just want to say
thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? Any students here have any questions for us?
I have one question.
Okay.
So about the financial aid and everything, how would I have to send an application to qualify for the summer? Because I'm in cosmetology and I have 3 courses in the summer, but I was told yesterday that financial aid might not cover it. So, and Mr. Luis told us that there could be another application thing that we could do to apply for it, and he said it's in April. So how would I do that, or who would I have to talk to?
I can answer that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you are receiving financial aid for the 2020-2021 academic year, if you already received that financial aid, then there is a 1-page application that you'll complete once you have registered for your summer courses. So as soon as you register for your summer courses, you can apply for summer aid using a 1-page application. I believe it's available on the website.
Okay, and what's it called, or where, can I find it exactly?
It's a summer financial aid application. You should find it under, is the tab academics, or what is the tab on our page for financial aid?
You can probably search it. I feel like I search everything, I feel like. Let me see.
I'm going to put it in the chat for you real quick.
Oh, okay.
So it's there in the chat. So you'll go to the very bottom, and it is the summer aid request form. Usually comes out the week after spring break. That's when they normally release it. And it is a first come, first serve. So make sure that as soon as it comes out that you fill it out and submit it, because it's just basically the leftover money that financial aid has. And so the sooner you apply, the more likelihood that you have of actually getting it. But it is going to ask you how many credits you're going to be taking. So if you haven't met with your advisor yet, make sure you meet with your academic advisor and kind of plan that out, because it is going to have a section for you to put, you know, how many credits you're going to take in the summer 1, how many credits summer 2. And so if you don't know and haven't met with your advisor, well, you won't be able to submit it. So make sure you submit that and get with your advisor ASAP, so that way you'll be ready. But look for it, usually it's around, like I said, usually the week after spring break is when they release it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Well, again,
Does anybody need us to show y'all? I know we weren't, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I know we weren't able to show y'all how to get to the tutoring sites. Does anybody need us to show you how to get there? Like, I could share my screen and show you how to get there through the website if you need me to. No. I don't think so. Okay.
Well, again, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, presenters, for joining us today. And students, I hope you can take this information and make use of it. Thank you once again. And you will be getting an email out to you this afternoon, again, stating that you did attend today's seminar.